So let's flip it over and talk about the Western Conference standings with Kirk Goldsberry. And Kirk, LeBron and the Lakers currently finding themselves planted in that play-in tournament.
That's right, and it looks like it's going to be a fun play-in tournament out west. If current standings hold, that first game would feature the Lakers and the Warriors. How about that? Let's go through a chalk scenario. If the Lakers beat the Warriors, they would be our 7th seed. The Warriors wouldn't be out. They would wait the winner of the Grizzlies-Spurs. Let's say that is the Grizzlies. But let's say the Warriors win that loser leaves town match. They would earn the 8th seed, and that would set up the following bracket. The Jazz would play the Warriors, the Nuggets, Mavs, Clippers, Trailblazers, and the Suns would be rewarded for that great season with a first-round matchup against the Lakers. How tough is that? If there's one team that likes this scenario, it's the Utah Jazz. They would avoid the Lakers, the Suns, and the Clippers all the way until the Western Conference Finals, potentially.
All right, appreciate it, Kirk. Listen, ESPN's VPI likes the Clippers' path to the conference finals as well. They have a 33% chance to reach that round of the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. Still trying to make it there. Only the Jazz have a better chance at the Western Conference Finals at 60%. And obviously, as Kirk was just breaking down for us, with the Lakers slotted where they are, there's a potential matchup against the Jazz or the Phoenix. Jalen, you're always talking about we got the Jazz. Well, they might get the Lakers.
Ooh.
What do you think about those two potential matchups?
If the Jazz play the Lakers in the first round, this is a chance for Utah to send a message. They've always felt like they've been overlooked, being in that market, being one of the top teams in the Western Conference, a very well-coached team the last couple of years. If they get the Lakers in the first round, Jordan Clarkson's former team, by the way, I'm going to need to see a few games of LeBron James and Anthony Davis healthy before I pick the Lakers to win that series.
Okay.
Because we're going to start having fans back also, right? And the Utah Jazz also have one of the best home court advantages in the history of the NBA.
Is there something to catching the Lakers early before they can build that? Yes,
absolutely. That's my point exactly.
and the concern for the Lakers right now, that right ankle of LeBron James that kept him out for 6 weeks, has put him out again. That this is not going to get a lot better. He's going to have to play with discomfort in the postseason. It's not going to be till the summer. And so there's an even greater load on Anthony Davis here. But the question still remains of how effective LeBron James can be when he was back for those 2 games last week. Difficulty exploding off that ankle and making hard cuts. So he's taken more time away from it now. But Jalen's right. They're going to need him playing at optimum level to beat this Utah team.
Yes.
The Lakers are 9-15 without LeBron James on the court. They have the Suns here today. But let's talk about the Clippers. You saw ESPN VPI. They really like their chances of making it. Are we over? We haven't talked about them too much. Obviously, they're game 2 of our matinee. But where do you think they stand right now?
Well, last year, and I jumped on the bandwagon, proved that you can't give the Clippers and their fans nice things. Like, soon as they had a